Super fast tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to inside. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Due to the mood, coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Due to the mood, coffee for every dude.
Good morning. This week in toy history, we're celebrating the Barbie doll. On February 4th, 1959, Ruth Handler, co-founder of the Mattel Toy Company, introduced the Barbie doll at the American International Toy Fair in New York City, New York. This marked the debut of the first produced toy in the United States with adult features. Named after Handler's daughter, Barbara Barbie, was modeled after the German-built Lily doll. Barbie became an iconic figure in American culture, leading to the creation of National Barbie Doll Day, celebrated on March 9th. Thank you very much for taking the time. That's the end of today's This Week in Toy History by the In the Shell Morning Coffee Podcast.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa! Look at that. You got history at the beginning of the show.
Go.
Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Thanks, KJ, for that awesome little clip there. You're inspiring others and you're teaching people about the things they love.
Also, just wanted to let everybody know, girls collect things too. So we always like kind of recognize some of the stuff we as the dudes like, but there are some people who collect plastic, and particularly Miss Barbie herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And thinking of collecting vintage things, we got Could You Dude.
Hey!
Hey.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, how
Look
y'all
at you.
doing?
All right.
Look at
You got
me,
Okay.
and everything.
I'm sorry, but that just felt like Coogie Doo was the teacher walking into the room and we were all the pupils. Good morning, Coogie Doo.
Wow. Well, thank you. I missed you guys. miss you.
Yeah, look at you. All handsome and everything.
Oh, handsome. Yeah, well, yep, that's me, Mr. Handsome.
Mhm.
But number two to super fast. But I'm trying to catch up.
You're way ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Way ahead.
Woohoo.
Yes.
You came first.
I did come
Yep.
first. That's true.
Mm. So,
So
hey everybody, welcome to Super Fast Tortoise, where we got a full show about collecting and power nostalgia by heart. Even though I think I titled the show weird, it says the power of nostalgia bite hard. Yeah,
it does. It really does.
mm.
You always want to remember the first time you got something and you really loved it, and you just had to get more.
That's right.
Kind of like coffee. First
Oh, yeah.
time you had coffee.
Coffee's more about addiction issues. I go to CA every week. My name's Derek. I'm addicted to coffee.
Yeah.
You know, I actually went to Coffeeholics Anonymous, and I went in there with the express purpose of saying, "You guys quit coffee. You guys quit coffee. You should be ashamed of yourselves, coffee quitters.
Coffee.
Quitting for
Shame.
losers.
You know, I can't deal with you without my coffee, and I don't want to deal with you without having you had your coffee."
That's right. There I do. Go again, changing the subject. Terrible.
Well,
Cheer, Dale.
oh, we got a
Yeah.
full house today. We got Mrs. Hillbilly, Mugenful, Hellwheeler,
Yeah.
Hillbilly, KJ, and Coogee Dude. In fact, everybody in the opening intro has showed up to the show. It's been a while since that's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
Me.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So I was listening to your show yesterday.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, if I can, I listen to it. I mean, sometimes I do, but I always try to listen to it, even though I can't participate all the time on the stream. But anyway, it's good seeing you all. You know,
Yeah.
so collections. That what the show is about today? Collections.
It's about nostalgia and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll
Nostalgia.
get to that when we get to the topic of the day, but we got to get some stuff out of the way because I know KJ has to leave, sooner than later today because he's got important things, life things that he has to take care of.
Yeah, I have only half a day, half a show with you guys today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
And me and Mrs. Hillbilly, we might have to cut out early too. I'm not for sure when, but just it's just after just in case.
Right. So it's gonna be a rough day if everybody leaves. It's just Mugenful and I and Hellwiller.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not going anywhere. I'm
I'm not
not
either.
Seat till after 6.
So I'll be here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the four of us.
Yeah.
So continuing on, we're gonna try. Like, if we have to, we'll try to make the show shorter today. Try to get everything in because why not?
Yeah, why not?
We can do that. So
Why not? Why not?
why not? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to the second bumper or first bumper of the day.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Whoa! Look at that! Just
Look
like
at
that.
that.
We're already at the second part of the show. That was
Mhm.
quick. 8 minutes in, man. We're zooming through this really quick, but we
Yep.
still got a segment to get through. One segment we need to find. One segment that we're lost that will bring us back on track to where we're going.
Back
Yeah,
on track. You gonna?
yeah. Mugenful.
Yeah.
What's the first segment of the day that brings us on track?
Is that the card of the day?
Card of the day.
Woo.
Ooh,
It is the card of the day. Look at you, all smart and fancy.
Wow! Look at that.
turtle.
Start
Wow.
off.
Turtle.
Turtle.
That's right.
Blossoming turtle. Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Haven't seen
blossoming
that one.
tortoise.
Haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen this card. It's cost 2 generic, 2 greens, so 3/3 turtle. Whenever blossoming tortoise enters the battlefield or attacks, mill 3 cards and return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tap. This is activated abilities of lands you control cost 1 less to activate. And land creatures you control get +1/+1.
Ooh,
Wow.
This cares about man lands and lands with activated abilities. This card's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
actually own a copy of this card, and I still need to find a deck to put it in. but I don't have the lands that this deck requires to activate. I mean, I found one land the other day that lets me loot for 3 mana, so 2 mana loot. It's not horrible, but yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Wow.
pretty
Nice.
chill.
Yep. Pretty chill. Yep. Creature turtle. Yes.
Creature turtle.
Hey, Captain
Although-
Waffles.
Captain Waffles in chat.
Uh,
I like turtles. That's right.
I like turtles.
Check it out. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
On the nostalgia train, I made some memes today, which I know KJ saw already.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
him too.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
let's just say, without any spoilers, today's memes create a story.
hmm
Great.
cool.
Right. So the first meme in the roster is you really didn't understand addiction until you tried Halo.
Wow.
I think there's an extra L there, but okay, I'll let it slide.
Yeah, there's probably an extra L.
Yeah.
But still, I had fun. Then the next picture of the day is N64 was my gateway to the world of imagination.
Imagination. Just
Yeah,
like
imagination.
SpongeBob would say.
Now, if I had my mouse working more properly at the moment, I would have thrown my logo on that cartridge that's blank.
Wow.
But that would have
Well,
taken more out of me. But yeah,
Nintendo 64. I think I had one of those. The remodel. That's a newer model, right? I mean, not today, but I mean back in the day, it was like the last one they made.
back in the day, it was the last cartridge model. Yes.
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 Pretty cool. Wish I had one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The next picture of the day is the PlayStation was pure innovation.
Pure yes, I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing a lot of games. I was gonna say I've been playing a lot of PlayStation games lately. The PlayStation 1 games, like Monster Rancher. That was a fun game.
Oh yeah. So back in the day, the Nintendo 64 was the highest bit system on the console, or in the console wars, basically. Like the 64 was out and the PlayStation was out, and the 64 had more bytes, gigabytes and stuff than the PlayStation. But the PlayStation's discs held more memory, so you got a lot more better games out of the system.
Right.
Yeah,
You know.
wow. I think I had one of those and I sold it.
Right. And for those who don't know, I just watched another documentary on it. So I'm triple confirmed that my story is right. This PlayStation was supposed to be an attachment for the Super Nintendo to play CDs like the Sega Sega Saturn.
Huh.
But Nintendo pulled out for some odd reason. PlayStation's like, well, fuck it. We got the system. Let's just make it into a full functional system. And they did. And
Yeah,
Okay,
and it-
that's pretty cool, and makes PlayStation even cooler than it already is.
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 already is awesome, and that just makes it even better.
Here's
Yeah.
a little more. Nintendo did that. They betrayed Sony. Went with Philips CDI.
Yeah,
Which
I
is weird,
remember that
'cause
news story. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird direction because Philips never made consoles
Console.
before.
No, they didn't.
So it was a more tech company than Sony was at the time for the systems, because Sony never made a console before. Well, tough nuggets for Nintendo. Nintendo didn't have real competition until the PlayStation came out.
Nope.
Yeah.
So Nintendo created their own competition. And thinking of Nintendo,
Oh, there you go.
the
Wow.
SNES may be old school. Still
Wow.
better than new gen consoles today.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Remember those game systems?
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Did
remember
you-
having this back in like 1998 or so later. Oh
Mhm.
boy.
Did your friends ever come over and say, "Wow, you're rich"?
Right. Right. So, it's like Like, believe it or not, the Super Nintendo had so many games on them, and back then, so many good games. They didn't waste quality on games back in the day. Like, not like today, where you can get a game that's like half finished and you get the downloadable content to finish the bugs and fixes. Back in the day, if the game had a little bug in it, it was there, but
Yeah,
usually enhanced the game somehow.
Well,
unless it was game breaking, but that's a whole nother
speaking
story.
of little bugs, did you hear that somebody actually beat the kill screen on Donkey Kong just recently?
No,
Yeah, I
didn't
heard
hear
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they thought there was a kill screen, but apparently nobody knew how to beat that last level. And somebody finally beat what they were calling a kill screen for 40 years. 40
Wow.
years. And somebody finally beat it on Donkey Kong.
Nice. And TCG dude, what's up? Blast Material rotating card of the day. Yes. Time capsule. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello. Captain Waffles with Spyro. Yeah. Nintendo wanted to stay cartridge based to keep the load time way down. Yeah, that's very true.
Right? Yeah.
And Feldy. Shalom. Back to you.
I do miss a good cartridge.
I love cartridges. I like as we get into the topic of the day, we'll talk about that a little bit more, but man, I missed a good cartridge.
Don't we
Yeah.
all?
Yeah, I have 2 cartridges, but I don't have the machine.
But anyways, if you out there in the world of subscriber land want to share a picture of the day in Discord, which is in the description box below, you can join the Discord, share picture of the day in the right picture of the day segment, and get your picture shared and get a shout out for the picture of the day. Whoop whoop. Well, those were all made by me, hence why one of them has a spelling error in it. Sorry. But anyways, still awesome, still cool. And the same with the question day. If you have a question today, you can share a question of the day and get shouted out for the question day. And we're going to get to that segment right now.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
Today is very on theme because I got a question of the day today presented by myself, yours truly. Let's hear what I asked. Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is, what was your favorite video game console growing up? Was it the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, the PlayStation 1, the Xbox, any generation of console? What was your favorite? What games did you love on that console too? Let's go. All right.
I was the Super Nintendo.
Ooh, Super Nintendo from Hillbilly. Yeah, what was your favorite game that you played on Super Nintendo?
I didn't have a favorite game because I just enjoy playing games. I just played them all.
Maybe that's something you can look forward to in the future. It's like save up some of your money and buy a retro console, or buy one of those newer little consoles that have games pre-built into them, and you can play some of those games for the nostalgia of it.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Nintendo 64 we had.
I always liked the PlayStation. I remember it was either my birthday or Christmas. I got Castlevania Symphony of the Night,
Ooh,
which was a good PlayStation game for
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Castlevania, one of the most popular games of all Nintendo history, too. Yeah, I know you said PlayStation, but it was originally Nintendo because that was the big console back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the
When I had
Tiger
my
Electronic
Super-
Mortal Kombat, of course.
When I
Nice.
had my Super Nintendo, I had 121 games to go along with it.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. We
thank
had
you.
that Atari system.
Yeah,
The Atari.
yeah, it's true.
I mostly had to rent games back in the day.
Time Capsule says the Sega Dreamcast or Atari Jaguar are just to be different. Hey, look, I used to have the Dreamcast. That was a fun console. Very ahead of its time, at the same time, behind the time. Like the memory card actually interacted with the game in different ways, and you could use the memory card as its own little tiny console. But
Sorry
What?
to cut you off. I was going to say, I just wish we would have gotten that Dreamcast game that they made.
right.
I mean, the
And-
Magic the Gathering game they made.
Right, I know what you meant. I knew it.
Yeah.
But Sega Dreamcast was ahead of its time, but behind the times too, because out of the world where your PlayStations could play DVDs in the world of media, and Dreamcast couldn't. That they just fell behind, but the graphics were high tech. I remember playing a game called D2 back in the day on Dreamcast. Atari Jaguar, I never played.
Yeah, I heard those are prone to breaking nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially the CD add-on.
Oh yeah. So, what was the console that you guys liked to play? What was your favorite game on it that had? Oh, hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, KJ.
Well, I grew up in the arcades, so when it came down to the consoles, I had played more console games on the regular 8-bit Nintendo system, the Nintendo Entertainment System. While I did have the Super Nintendo, I ended up getting that used, so I didn't have that many games until later on in my life. So didn't play that as much. I actually had more games on the Genesis than I did on the Super Nintendo.
Ooh.
But I remember there was this game on the Sega Genesis I used to play all the time. It was like some sort of like paint shooter.
Right.
And I don't remember what it was, but it had like horrible graphics, but it was just fun to play. But I remember when I got my Xbox, there was this game that kind of reminded me of this paint shooter game I used to play on the Sega, and it was on the Xbox. But the Xbox game, it was something else. You were rolling around on rollerblades and you were throwing paint balloons or something at your opponent. And
Splatoon or something like that.
Yeah, Splatoon. I believe it was Splatoon, and I remember playing that one a lot when I got my Xbox. It just brought me back to this nostalgia level of when I had that old Genesis and that one game I used to play, which I can't remember the name of the game for the life of me.
You're good. You're good. It makes sense. It sounds like you had fun. Now, did Hellwiller have a console that she loved back in the day and a game that she loved to play with?
Mine's off.
Yeah, she.
Hell, Jesse, you're muted.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
All right. Well, I don't know if she can unmute her mic. She's talking. Maybe she's talking to someone else and she has to keep it private. I don't know.
Yeah.
Check it out. Well, we tried asking her, but still, in time of keeping things short. All right. We're going to go over here and get to this button.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
The moves, the strategies, and the flares. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
Whoa. Now we're going to actually get to the topic. We've been kind of dancing around the topic all day, but do you remember when you had free time and you had less responsibilities, expendable money, and remember when you had hobbies, toys, things that are now collectible, or times when you went to the concerts or whatever it was that was for you? You did not think they were collectible or good times back then. You just enjoyed the time it was. You didn't think they were the golden time until the golden time passed. You just had fun playing and interacting with the old school times. You were living the golden age of your life and you didn't know it. You had no idea they were golden times. But now you do. And you love it. Every time these memories come to you, it brings back a smile, gives you a little push, a little oomph, and puts a smile on your face. And when you see a toy, shirt, or something cool that references that thing or event that you love, nostalgia bites you in the butt. Today is about memories that you loved and things that we find nostalgic today. Let's have fun getting into this topic. So,
Right.
see, to answer the question of the day, because I didn't answer the question today, is my favorite console was the Nintendo 64. My favorite game on the console was Turok 2 Seas Evil. I loved it so much, I actually own a copy of it over here for PlayStation. I own a copy of it on Nintendo 64. And I spent hours playing the game because then I was like, that single kid who didn't have much friends, so he had to play by himself. So party games weren't really a big thing in my life. But I loved playing Mortal Kombat on the systems, and I loved Mortal Kombat on the PlayStation more. But when it came to like in-depth game and caring about the game and the story, at the time was Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. Loved the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
I didn't have access to any consoles when I was younger, so it was mostly everyone else's consoles that when I visited, which mainly was the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1.
Well,
So
first of all,
I
holy
was just
shit,
happy
you're
with
here.
whatever games they had that I could play. I did write in private. I had a phone call that quickly popped up. So I answered.
Yeah, that's crazy because we talked to you and you're bouncing around all quiet, like you're muted. Yeah,
I did message
Yeah.
saying I was on the phone. It was an unexpected call that had to be
Oh,
taken.
no. Well, no one can blame you for real life things, but it doesn't have to be about video games that you love, though. Like I loved toys growing up. Like I played with action figures till I was like 18 years old.
I mean,
like
my main toy probably was Legos. Always
Lego.
everywhere, I'd get my sets, my brother would get his sets. Inevitably, we'd merge the sets, and then we were like, I don't know whose box of Legos is whose. I don't know where my pieces are anymore.
I remember having to share my computer with my brother because we had our own. We only had one computer for the longest time.
Right. Well, there's a lot. There's a lot that we haven't had grown up. Like I said, I used to play with action figures until I was 18 years old, and then I had to grow up, and action figures had to take second place for a while. But I got action figures again because they're nostalgic. I love them.
Yeah, well, the only thing I grew up in the age of music, and
Right.
I just love music, and I love the equipment. I went through all the stages of the progression of music, and I'm still living it today. I mean, I have a small collection compared to some people. I've seen on Facebook that have 50,000 albums. Mine's really small, but I still enjoy recording tapes and adjusting it, and so that's what I'm still nostalgic about the older ones, but it was great. I mean, today the music you can get, just on download, or people use. I don't know what apps they use, but I don't think the music sounds as good coming from an app, but there are different things. But that's what I grew up, and I did play with toys, but we couldn't afford a lot, so when we were growing up, so we played with Lincoln Logs, and they had this game called Creepy Crawlies that is banned today. It's where you had these molds and you melted rubber and you poured it into the molds and let it heat it up, and then when it was done, you had a little rubbery spider or centipede or
Well, they actually reinvented that in the 90s, and instead of being rubber, they made candies.
candy. Well, yeah.
The creepy crawly set. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the problem with the rubber ones is kids wanted to eat them, so they to fix the problem, instead of just discontinuing the product, they changed the rubber into a candy machine where you made little gummy candies and stuff.
I never wanted to eat the rubbery. We just played with them and then we threw them out.
Well, I don't know about eating the rubber, but I do know about discontinued. Ladies and gentlemen, I myself am being discontinued at this moment. I have to head out. That's right. I'm gonna make like a Cowboy Dan and head out of the jar because I got some appointments I got to go to. If you don't mind, I want to
have
make
a
sure
wonderful day, KJ. Thank you for stopping on by, and have a good time.
All right, have a good
day.
Stay safe, KJ, with those bad jokes.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
So be good heads out there in Chatland. I know where you guys chat. Also, join us tonight, Wednesday, where Jesse and I are going to cover our lore. I got to go. See ya. Bye bye.
Bye.
Sorry, I didn't see private chat. If it was soon enough, I would have exited him out a lot more nicer. But that was awesome. Then he had to leave. I'm so sorry he had to leave. But anyways, now there's 6 of us. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the creepy crawly things they turn into candies because kids want to eat them. But anyways,
Wow. I never heard that.
yeah, it was interesting. I remember in show and tell in elementary school, someone had one of those kits where you put in the ingredients, and it worked.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so they just changed what it did. But anyways, what are things? What are things that get you moving? I love music too. In fact, I got a CD collection right here.
Oh, wow.
I got some CD. I got a couple CDs down there. They're small CD collection, but working on it.
Hey, if you have more than 10, that's a collection.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I just made it.
Yeah, when I got a bunch for you here too. One of these days, when I can send them out to you.
You should. One day if you can, you should just do a tour of your office off your phone or something because I think people would get a kick out of that.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll make a collection and put it on Discord.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. People I don't know if you'll be able to put it on Discord. You can go live off Discord, but you can't upload a video that huge on Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can just do a live thing on your show.
We could totally work that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you got a lot of nostalgia in your room right there. You can see it on the back wall.
Yeah, I do. And I got everything. I got 8 tracks. I got cassettes. I got reel to reels. I got CDs. And
some hardcore vinyl.
Hardcore vinyl. Yeah, I got old stuff.
Mm.
Some of it's just nice. I mean, they're all in pretty good condition. So, but anyway, yeah. So we'll plan that one day.
One day, when life has passed you by, we'll sit down and wonder why the music was always there for me.
Yeah, I got a lot of pre-recorded stuff. I don't know if you remember the top 40 countdown they had on the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Do you remember that on the radio? I think they still play it on some radios.
I do not know. I actually don't recall it. But I have heard of it.
Casey Kasem's,
Yeah, I remember that.
I've heard of Casey Kasem, but I don't remember his mixes or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, so anyway, we can go on that later.
Yeah.
We'd like to hear what other people are memories about.
Yeah, Mrs. Hillbilly.
What?
Listen, we're talking about nostalgia and things you loved growing up. What are some things that you loved doing, playing with, like toys or video games, music? What are some things that you loved and miss and would buy again?
I would. Let's see here.
They put you on the spot. Pressure.
Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
I love Barbie dolls.
Did you like Barbies?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love playing with trucks with my brother.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's right.
Trucks and cars.
Trucks and cards. That's cool.
Cars. I love music. I like listening to music. I still do today.
That's good. I mean,
Kevin G, buying the brand new CD. Now there is no point of owning them. Why not? I can play them without the internet.
Yeah.
Kev G's like the internet, N64 for sure. Hell yeah. Well, moving forward, it's your turn to answer the question.
I remember playing. I used to really love playing Monster Rancher. Where the thing with that game is you take his CDs, like music CDs.
Yeah.
and you open your PlayStation 1, take the Monster Rancher disc out, put a CD in, music CD in, close it, run it, and then you open it again, and you put the Monster Rancher CD back in, and close it, and then you'll get a monster from the CDs.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of unique.
That's unique. You know what? You know what you used to be able to do on the PlayStation, like the
I'm listening.
PlayStation 1,
Yeah.
is like if you were to if you put in a video game, turn on the system, and opened up the console, like was it was booting up, instead of playing the game, it would
You
go
play
to a
the
secret menu where you get to listen to soundtracks from the video game and have a couple little extra tidbits that were hidden on the console for you to discover.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I
Pretty
didn't know
cool.
that. That's pretty nice.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Cool. Yeah.
What about Hillbilly down there?
It's White
He's
Sox.
muted.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some things that you're nostalgic for these days?
Magic
Uh,
Gathering.
nostalgic day for nowadays.
Magic the Gathering.
Well, he kind of plays that now, so it wouldn't be so nostalgic.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'm
Well,
nostalgic right now to get some food.
Yeah.
That's funny.
To be fair to Hillbilly and to Miss Hillbilly, you can be nostalgic to how Magic the Gathering was back then, you know?
Uh-huh.
Right. But like when you were young and you got to do things with less responsibility, what are the things you like to do?
Yeah.
There ain't much.
ain't much.
Not what you remember, probably, because you seem
Yeah.
like a lively guy who used to do a lot of fun things back in the day.
I used to, but do a lot of lively stuff back in the day. But right nowadays, I couldn't tell you nothing. Anyway, let's go on to the next person.
Well, when I was a kid growing up in Reno, every Saturday we would watch the morning cartoons, and then we'd go get a pack of lunch and a bottle of water, and we'd go out and go to the silver mines, the abandoned silver mines, and explore the silver mines. And we go to they're all. I know Derek doesn't remember, but you know, excuse me. The and we would explore the silver mines, which was cool, but very dangerous. But we were kids; we didn't know at the time. You
Right.
know, it was just fun, and they were like 50 or 60 just outside of Reno where I lived, and that was
Kevin G says he remembers creating burned CDs and playlists and playing in the car. That's cool. And he also said that
burning.
he
Yeah,
played Yu-Gi-Oh competitively as a teenager back when the game was simpler. Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. I
So
forgot
back
about
in the
that.
silver mines, you were dangerous, living dangerously.
Yes. We
Yeah.
had one that we called Cave of a Thousand Wonders, and it was only like a 2 mile walk from our house, and it had a really small entrance. A little kid could barely squeeze in, but once you got in about 6 feet, it opened up to about 12 or 14 feet, and we just explored, go in there, and we had the one part we had to go over that had a board over it. We didn't really care. It was really slippery with clay. And the board was covering a mine shaft that went down. I don't know how far it went down, but so that was really dangerous. But it was fun.
Sounds
We made
fun.
made the afternoon of a Saturday.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do Sunday, but anyway, I'm just sharing that with you guys. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't go into caves. Don't go into mine shafts. Very dangerous. Don't do
Do
that.
as I say, not as I do.
Right. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But today they're all filled in. They filled them all in.
That's good.
So, yes. So kids, don't do that. Adults, don't do that unless you're a professional.
You know one thing I'm nostalgic for? is going to the
Pizza.
drive-in theaters. Drive-in theaters is the correct answer there.
I thought you said pizza.
No, I did not say pizza.
It's pizza.
Drive-in theater. Do you have one in your town?
Nope. And the one I knew existed closed down, apparently. I learned the other day.
They have one in Reno, in Sparks, that opens in the summertime.
Nice.
It's been there for about 60 years.
Right. Remember going to the drive-in theater and you either had a speaker that went in your car or you tuned in your radio to a certain frequency?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember putting the speaker on the window, and it sounded crappy, but now they use FM signal.
A drive-in theater is an American thing because I've never been to one, and I don't really recall anything around here.
Probably is an American thing.
Probably is.
It's basically a parking lot with like theater screens in it. They're like really huge, and they projected movies onto it. And in order to hear it, you had to tune in your car radio, into the frequency to listen to movies.
Yeah, I've seen some, obviously, the American TV shows and some of the old movies, which inevitably show the things. They seem a really good idea. And
what's a
unless
great
I'm
idea?
being blind, I don't think that the UK have any, or if we do, it's like one or two.
Like
That's
you
great.
would have thought during COVID, the resurgence of drive-in theaters would have boosted up because that was a safe way to watch a movie without being around anybody, really, because you were contained to your own car.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you? I know you've been to one or two. We used to go, and you just put the kids in the. If you had a station wagon, you put the kids in the back of the station wagon, turn it around, put blankets down, have soda pop and popcorn, and have a great time.
It just sounds a lot more of a fun, personal way of watching a movie with a load of other people you don't want to watch it with.
Yeah.
You've got your own little bubble protecting you, keeping you safe. You've got your nice cozy. You can couch it up the way you like. It sounds a great idea. And we could have really done with one during COVID. Because I think that would have boomed if somebody had opened one up over here. That is perfect. In your own contained space, car's going to be 6 feet apart. Excellent.
Yeah, it was innovative, and they had snack shacks, a couple snack shacks in there. So if you want snacks, you go up to a window, stand outside the shack, and purchase some snacks and popcorn if you want to. But you know what? They didn't care if you brought your own food. Every time we went to the drive-in theater with my stepdad and mom, we'd go to Burger Bar, grab some food, take it with us, and park in there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do they expect you to do otherwise? Search through your entire car? Right. Oh, I found a boiled sweet here that you entirely forgot about.
You don't remember the movies where they had the car and you stuck 3 or 4 guys in the trunk and then paid for 2 tickets and then went into the drive-in and got them out, so you got 5 in for
right.
It must have been 4 small boys or something in the back here, because I don't know how many I'm fitting in a boot. It's probably only 1.
Yeah,
there are a few drive-in theaters near me. That's cool, Kevin G. Appreciate them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because like that was a highlight. That's actually where I saw Jurassic Park. I don't know if exactly on opening day, but it was one of his first in theaters. I watched Jurassic Park in a drive-through theater. In fact, that's because I watched Jurassic Park 2 in the drive-in theater. Every time Jurassic Park came out in theaters, this is the one movie I tried watching in theaters every time it came up. I even watched Jurassic Park 3 in theaters, disappointing as it may be. Saw Jurassic World in theaters, the other 2 movies in theaters. This one of the movies I always watched in theaters because I want to watch it in theaters, But the problem with back in the time zone, Jurassic Park wasn't surround sound in your car very well. It was just a monotone system based off FM radio. So about a month ago, I watched it in our surround sound theater here, where that's what that little black box on the wall is, one of our speakers. Got to watch Jurassic Park in surround sound. It was awesome.
Cool. Yeah, there's a drive-in theater not too far from us.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's nostalgic. Not very many cities have them anymore. I don't know why. Maybe because IMAX came in and made the movies sound better. I really don't know why they're not popular.
Kevin G says there are stores that have nostalgia, like Circuit City, Toys R Us. So many stores are gone. That's right. And there are pop-up Toys R Us stores now, but they're still kind of hard to find, but they still have Toys R Us stores now. They kind of made it a small resurgence that pop up in certain areas. Circuit City, love Circuit City for the music section. They used to have a music section.
That's where I saw my first flat screen TV. It was a 55-inch plasma, and it was like $6,000.
You were rich rolling in the dough then.
Yeah, I could buy one. Now you can buy a flat screen. They don't do plasma anymore. I don't know what they use, but you can buy it for $500-$600 or even less. Depends on But yeah, I remember I bought my first surround sound at Circuit City. I still have the receipt and everything, and the warranty.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But anyways, my friends, we got to get to a point where we got to hit this button.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Woo, we actually went on longer than I thought we was, but I'm trying to keep it short still because we got people who have real life important things going on today. So we're going to start the skill section. So we're going to start with the Hell on Wheels. Hi, Willie.
Hey, it's Wednesday. So we all know what Wednesday is by now. It's procrastinating day, where we procrastinate across the oceans. KJ Cowboy Dan. Talking about all the things that you don't want to hear and yet you still tune in to listen to. I think, if I remember correctly, tonight we're doing a bit more of a lore dive. So, roughing out the edges around both of our lores and how things came to be. I don't know, so it'd be quite interesting to see what happens. As chat, you'll be able to help with our lore build. And I believe last time Hillbilly even made it that Dan lost his head due to a polar bear attacking him. So maybe you can have a part of our lore. Afterwards, it should be some Jackbox party night for our community fun time. So if you want to have some fun, we'll be doing that after the podcast, and it can be played from your phone, easy enough. So come join us.
Sounds awesome. And with that, we're going to roll over from Hellwiller and hop over to Moving Full.
Hey, everybody. I don't got nothing to show today, but unfortunately. But if you go to my channel, I'll probably try to record something in the next few days.
Sounds good. Now, any words from Mrs. Hillbilly she wants to say?
Hello, everybody. Please check out Hillbilly later. He'll be streaming early access today. So please check him out. Hit that like, subscribe.
Everybody thinks he's streaming early access.
Yeah. I will be doing that early access. Can't pass up on that. There it is. It's starting right after the show ends here, but I will be late because I got something I got to do. Can't change it. But anyway, later on this afternoon, I will be doing this early access.
All right.
Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification, then you'll know when I'll be on the live wire.
Pretty awesome. Check it out. And we got Coogie Dude.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm just glad to be on the channel with my son. I do got a new song of the day. This is a great group. It's a rare album. It's hard to see. It's called Mahogany Rush. And the song of the day is Child of Novelty. It's a song of the day. Check it out. You can check it out on I'm sure it's on one of the streaming services. I don't know for sure. I really don't know, but a great album. You know, you can find it on 8-track probably, and CD and cassette if you look good enough. Anyway, that's all I have. I'm gonna pass it on. Great being on the show. I don't know when I'll be on the show again, but pass it on to
could you, dude? In Discord, there is a channel called Music Channel, and it has a purple music notes next to it where people share music videos. If you ever want to share a music video of a song that you had, you can share it there, and people can listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, great. Check it out. Check it out.
Keep up alive. Keep it alive. Today is Wednesday. I about said today's Super Fast Tortoise, but today's Wednesday. we got a winner of the poll. You're not going to reach the game right now, but the game that we're going to start playing tonight is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed or something like that. It won the poll. Surprisingly, every game got a vote that was there, and that game won. Thank you guys for voting and making your voices heard on what game to play, because I've been wanting to play the game. I got it for Christmas, but could have been Borderlands or something. So we're gonna play that. I made a thumbnail for the stream tonight, so we're gonna have a good time at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So check it out. Man, with that, my friends, I want to thank everybody for being here. Everybody who made it today, people who had to leave, thank you for being here. Everybody in chat, thank you for being here. You guys rock, you guys rule. And with that, I want to remind you that you're awesome and amazing, that you are loved. People will think about you. And if you can, brighten someone's day just a little bit more, because you might be the change someone needs today. And with that, my friends, have a wonderful evening.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super Fast Tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shall some go the tortoise way. He's the one to watch, the king of MTG.